So, Nathaniel, what did you think of the Lego Batman?
The Lego freaking Batman movie! Yeah! Oh my gosh, that movie was absolutely amazing. It is my absolute favorite movie of all time, like all freaking time. It is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just start off with like Lego Batman. He defeats British robots, Voldemort, Sauron, and it doesn't take him like 3 years of walking across the continent. I mean, my gosh, the writers. Apparently, okay. Also, if you guys have ever seen Robot Chicken Star Wars, the director of Lego Batman was the same person who directed the third Robot Chicken Star Wars movie, and they're both stop motion animations, and that's why he probably got hired. But my gosh, you gotta watch it. It is so immensely amazing. Best movie of the entire decade.
I wouldn't say it's the best movie of the decade.
Actually, it's pretty dang close.
Considering the decade isn't over yet, I wouldn't bet hedge my bets.
The last 10 years-ish. I mean, okay, I loved Inception and the other Batman Dark Knight movies, but this actually is better than the other Batman movies by a long shot. And that's saying a lot. I love the Batman movies, but this one takes the cake.
What about Pacific Rim?
Oh yeah, it's way better. No contest. Lego Batman is way better. Actually, giant robots. They could have used giant robots. Why didn't they use giant robots in Lego Batman? That's a good question there.
At least the original Lego movie had a Constructicon.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so the Lego Batman movie, he constructed his own, what was it called? The Schrodinger? I don't know, the Scuttler. That's what it was. It's like it's like a dog bat thing that flew, and yeah. Yeah! It sort of was like a mech. I mean, ish.
Yeah. Did you notice how well that the AI followed his instructions?
Okay, in the credits, apparently it said it was Siri, and also I looked up on Google because the internet is always right, and you can actually ask, "Hey, pewter," and it'll respond, "Hey, hello, sir. Alfred is cleaning the 17th floor, 5th master bedroom's tile floor," and it'll say the same things that Siri actually said in the movie, which I think is amazing. And somebody had too much money on their hands to bribe Microsoft in order to do that. Not Microsoft. My gosh, Steve Jobs, but he's dead. So
Apple. They bribed Apple.
They bribed Apple a lot. Why did I say Bill Gates? Did I say Bill Gates?
You said Microsoft.
Microsoft. Totally meant to. Definitely. Microsoft owns everything.
It's because we're not Apple users that you said that.
Yeah, probably. Man, don't judge me, Tim. Mr. Timnnn.
You've already been judged. And you are?
I'm Batman.
You have been judged to be Batman.
Okay, so quick story is that one of my friends, I went to the movie with two of my friends, and basically, I always say that I'm Batman because I am Batman. Nobody believes me for some reason. So the thing is, after that movie, my friend was like, "You know what? I kept on denying that you were Batman before this movie, but after this movie, there is absolutely no denying that you are Batman." And I was like, "Heck yes, that is my life goal to be recognized as the Batman of everything." Wahaha.
Do you remember that one scene where Alfred's talking to him? He's like, "You need to take responsibility."
No.
That's what I think of every time I talk to you.
Yep. No. And then Alfred was like, "Dress up party." I was like, "Yeah!" I mean, I'm not a big fan of dress up parties, but I love cosplaying and making costumes and stuff like that. So when I get asked to wear a gigantic piece of armor, I'm like, heck yes! Or when they say, "Hey, do you want to wear a super formal suit to the super fancy event?" I'm like, heck yeah! Maybe not go to a super formal event because guess what? That involves socializing with people. But that's what Batman did in the movie as well, as he doesn't like socializing with people either. So it's like a man after my own heart, which is my own heart, which makes sense because Batman is me.
You know what, Nathaniel?
Go home, Tim. What?
When I invite you to my wedding, I don't want you to dress up as everybody else does, in really nice tux.
I didn't know you had friends, Tim.
I want you to bring your Batman cowl.
Heck yeah!
And dress up as Batman.
Oh, wait, in the wear a white suit, when Batman was in the limo with Alfred driving him.
Yep.
And then I'll just wear my cowl on top of that. He'd be like, "Sir, your armored face mask thingy," and I'll be like, "Fine."
Yep.
Gosh. And then I'll accidentally adopt the son. That would be a mistake.
Because Batman works alone.
I work alone. In black. And sometimes really dark gray. Oh my gosh. The best movie of this entire generation.
I would beg to differ on that one as well.
Go home, Tim. Everyone has different preferences. I respect your preference, but in this case, Batman. Batman, yes. All the Batman.
Personally, I thought this movie was fantastic. Not the best movie of our generation, but it was definitely hilarious.
Then what is the best movie of this generation?
Do I really need to spell it out for you?
Actually, yes. I actually have no idea what would you say.
Okay. The first Avengers movie.
Okay, that actually does make sense. Because it's a collection of a whole bunch of superheroes fighting this supervillain. Or a whole collection of supervillains fighting this one hero named Batman!
No, that movie was crap.
Ah! Batman was the best.
The reason I think The Avengers is the best movie, well, I should say it's better than the Lego Batman movie, is because
that's for me.
They spent a lot of money and a lot of time building up these characters individually. And when everything finally came together, it was like, oh my gosh, they did such an awesome job at this. And especially because Joss Whedon was the director. Additionally, I had trouble distinguishing these Lego characters from the characters that I already know. For example, Barbara Gordon. I know her as Batgirl, or Oracle in the later timeline. To see her in this Lego form and just being this other person, it's like, wait a minute, these are not the same people. And that was equally true for the Joker. Like, I know the Joker as this super crazy homicidal maniac who just does anything he wants just to screw with Batman. And to see him be like, oh, I'm doing all this just because you haven't acknowledged me as your ultimate foe or something like that. It's like, you're not the Joker. I don't know who you are.
Okay, just quick interjection. You mentioned that they haven't built up to all of the Batman movies. Okay, first of all, you're just saying this is, obviously the first Avenger, there's Iron Man, all of these characters. But what about in 2016, 2012, and 2008, and 2005, and 1997, 1995, 1993, 1992, 1989, and 1966, and 1949, and 1943? All of those were leading up to the Lego Batman movie. So what do you have to say to that, Tim?
I just said that the Lego characters are different from the regular characters. They're not the same character.
I don't care.
These two characters are owned by two different companies.
That's very true. But Batman.
I'm sorry, there was no build-up to this. The only build-up they had was the Lego movie.
But what about in all those other movies? I mean, look. I guess you make a point, but I don't want to admit it because I'm stubborn.
You're stubborn, biased, and you're you.
Heck yeah! Oh my gosh.
Well, I will admit one thing. The voice acting in this movie, it was spot on.
I had a little bit of a part in that. Where's Rachel?
Where are all the other drugs going?
Drugs. Where are the other drugs going, huh? Are you okay, man? Yeah. I just lost my voice. Where are the other drugs going? Whoa, that was really good. What? I just lost my voice. Oh my gosh. College humor.
Speaking of voice acting, we have a little treat for our listeners.
Oh boy. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this.
We have constructed a small list of a few impressions that we can do.
Oh.
Our first impression face-off, I guess,
Face-off
is Kaiba and Nappa.
Hey.
And they're facing off in Duel Monsters.
And I'm assuming I'm doing a monologue?
You're doing both these characters, so you can do it however you want.
I have no idea what I'm going to say, but I'm going to wing it. Alright, so there's Kaiba, Yugi. This is from the Abridged series, by the way, both of them. So, Yugi, I challenge you to a children's card game. I'm not very good at card games. You're not Yugi, who are you? My name's Nappa. Vegeta told me to come here. Do you know how to play Duel Monsters? I have no idea what you're talking about. Here, just take one of my cards and fight me in a battle of Duel Monsters, also called a children's card game by our adversaries. I still have no idea what you're talking about. I placed my card down. I don't know what else to do. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh, cool. Can I punch it? Yes, you can, Vegeta. Sorry. Yes, you can, Nappa. Hey! No, he destroyed my one good card.
Which was also hologram.
Yeah! I know how to play this game. That wasn't even possible. How are you so strong? Vegeta, what do I tell him?
You know, Nappa, we could have kept that Blue Eyes as one of your pets.
That's a good point. Can we go to the bug planet, Vegeta? They got similar ones there.
Alright. Our next impression is Emperor Palpatine, played by Nathaniel.
Do it.
And Perfect Cell, played by me.
Well,
And we're going to try and kill each other.
alright, and we have no idea what we're doing, so let's do this.
Palpatine, you can start off.
I moved the galaxy for thousands of years, and by thousands I mean more like 10. I shall challenge you to a battle.
Okay, I'm down. I will construct the perfect place for us to have our battle.
Why can't you? Why are you constructing it when we can just do it? On the Death Star.
Because I can blow up planets with one finger.
Same with me. I can just press this big red button here and blow up planets as well.
I don't need any technology. I just go like this.
Oh, never mind. I don't need the gigantic laser from kyber crystals stolen from a planet down below while an evil rebel alliance is trying to steal it from you.
Nope, I can just blow up the planets any day I want.
That's pretty nice.
It is a fantastic power to have.
I think I'll just swap it.
Good idea, old man. And while you're at it, go jump off into the reactor or something like that.
I'd rather not, thank you.
Well, I'll just get your apprentice to throw you down there.
But the voice is strong with you. You would never. No, put me down. No. Ah!
Good for you. Now I'm going to kill you too. Pew!
Large explosion sound. So that was an anticlimactic battle, but okay.
Our next impression is Gollum
Stupid horses.
versus the English Knights from Monty Python, played by yours truly.
Alright, I guess you start, Tim.
Okay. But God, we gotta find the Holy Grail. It's over there, guys. Okay, we'll go get it.
Oh, my precious.
But we traveled through all the land just to find this thing.
There, you stole it from us.
It was in a glass case.
Yes, my glass case. You stole it.
I didn't see your name on it.
That's a good point. I should have really wrote my name down.
Do you even know how to read?
Yes, of course I do. I think it's been a while.
How many fingers am I holding up?
4.5?
Well, you know, technically this thumb isn't really a finger.
I counted it. I tried.
Well, okay, you can have it back.
Oh, I'm going to go into the mountains and just hang out. Thanks, guys.
Sounds good to me. Have fun.
Well, hope you find your dad. Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
But I don't have a dad.
That's really sad.
It's okay. I killed him.
I'm going to leave as fast as I can. The end. Oh my gosh. Alright, that was interesting.
One more.
Oh yeah.
We have Vegeta, played by yours truly, and Nappa, played by Timnnn.
Oh no. Why?
And we talk about Pokemon.
Yay! My favorite children's card game. Vegeta, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Honestly, Nappa, I really like the one that turns into other Pokemon.
Oh, that's a Ditto.
Yes, that's it.
That's a nice Pokemon to have. My favorite Pokemon, if I had a team, my first Pokemon and my very favorite one would be Labeouf. He's my favorite. Everything about him screams, fluffy pigeon.
He looks more like a gopher, Nappa.
A what? A gopher?
A gopher.
I never met a gopher before, but I have met a Labeouf and it looks like a pigeon.
Pigeons don't look anything like that.
Somebody told me something wrong.
A pigeon is a bird, Nappa.
Oh! That still doesn't make sense.
You know what? I changed my mind. I want the Pokemon equivalent of the devil on my side.
Oh, I think that's called Darkrai.
Yes, that thing.
Yeah, he, makes nightmares, and it's not happy.
Sounds really awesome to me.
Yay! Another one of my favorite Pokemon would have to be Metapod. You can chuck him all around, and he just bumps into things and does absolutely nothing. It's always nice knowing that there's an underling below you that isn't as pathetic as you.
My gosh, it's so hard to find good help these days.
I don't know what my third favorite Pokemon would be. Probably a Pikasnot.
What?
A Pikasnot. It's like a Pikachu, except it sneezes a lot. It's not a Pikachu, which is why it's a Pikasnot. Hey, I don't know why I call him that.
Your jokes are terrible, Nappa. I'm gonna go blow up the planet now.
That's a good idea. Can I join you? As long as it's not the Bug Planet.
Okay, we'll save the Mud Planet.
Yay! Thanks, Vegeta.
Okay.
Okay. Good plan. Children's card games.
I don't know about you, but I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yes. That was a lot of fun. Do it.
Just
Do it. I don't think he says that. Okay.
You could say he was bound to do it.
Do it. Mr. Tim.
Mr. Tim.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy.
Mr. Tim. With an N.
Mr. Timnnn.
You hear that, boy?
No.
It's the sound of 10 people blowing their nose all at once. I want to get in on that.
Boy! Oh my gosh.
Let's move on to our next subject, which is Ask Me Questions.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh no. Alright, let's do this thing.
If you recall from podcast 2, we played a game called True and False. I asked Nathaniel 3 questions, and now this time he has 3 questions for me.
Yay! Yeah, I have 3 questions, and they are going to be really random and not as, mainstream and normal as the ones you asked me. So are you ready, Tim? And you aren't ready, but I'm asking you anyways.
Maybe.
Okay, well, prepare to be dumbfounded and unequivocally perplexed.
If you say so.
Alright, so, this is the first question. Is this true or false? I used a string, a screwdriver, and a circle to make the most popular demonstration at a science fair. Or, the second question is, dark matter might not exist. This is actually a pretty hard question.
See, the funny thing is, I can see you doing that.
I know. This isn't even the worst question.
Oh, I know. On the other hand, the thing about dark matter is that it's matter that we don't know about because of some mathematical stuff that basically celestial bodies in our galaxy or whatever aren't behaving like they should by conventional physics models. So that's where dark matter comes in. It's excess matter that we can't account for. And the reason it's dark is because we don't know if it really exists or not. That is at least my understanding of dark matter.
Mm-hmm. So which one is true?
You said dark matter does not exist?
No, I said it might not exist.
Okay. And I guess the second one is true?
No! Actually, the first one actually is true. I used a screwdriver, a string, and a circle of dominoes to make a pendulum, and everyone loved it. That was back in 7th grade. The thing is that dark matter might not exist. The thing is that it actually doesn't, because a recent study found that, I mean, it was kind of a trick question, I admit, but somebody said that they actually they did a couple of equations and found a couple new equations that they used to try to figure out the curvature of light and how it bends around celestial bodies. They actually figured out that some of our physics that we've been doing for so long have actually been wrong, and they've actually disproved a couple of theories about dark matter. So dark matter does not exist, based on what we know now. So I think it's under peer review and stuff like that, but yeah. So you are wrong.
But you said that it
might not exist, but it doesn't.
That they said that you aren't sure.
That's true.
So both statements are true.
Gosh dang it.
Which means you failed.
That might be true.
I'll count that as a point towards me.
Dang it. Oh well, but that's the thing. I was thinking that's,
This is why you have to be very careful with your wording.
Very true. I should have worded it differently. Like, might matter. What might? Oh, dark matter might exist. That's what I should have said.
No, because that would have caused you the same problem. You should have said dark matter does not exist.
Or it does exist.
Exactly.
I should have said does exist. Oh, well, point to you, Tim, because I did not word my question properly.
Yep.
All right. Now, here's a good one.
Okay.
The first one is I prefer Linux over Windows. And the second one, I mean, that's the thing, is obviously I said Apple over Windows. That would have been a complete lie. Everyone knows I hate Apple products. But this is Linux over Windows. So that's up for debate. I've used Linux quite a bit. Or Batman could beat Link in a death battle, given prior preparation.
They're both given prior preparation?
Yep. So Link could beat a couple dungeons. Batman could do a little bit of research. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, which one is true?
Okay, first of all, I have no doubt that Batman could beat Link given prior preparation. Mm-hmm. For Link, prior preparation does not matter. Mm-hmm. He just has all his stuff, and he goes into battle swinging his sword and whatnot.
That is true.
So, I have to say that one is true, because that's what would happen. Given prior preparation, Batman would beat Link, because Link is literally just... He's someone that you project yourself onto so that you can play the game and it can be more immersive.
Mm-hmm.
Batman is his own freaking character with his own freaking stuff.
You make a very good point.
And it's like, well, it does not matter if you like Linux or not. This part's true.
All right, so the first part was I prefer Linux over Windows. So do you think that's false then?
You just gave me two true statements then.
I said, do you think that's false? I'm not telling you whether it is false or not.
Okay. I believe that Batman could beat Link.
Mm-hmm.
That makes that the true statement.
Okay.
Which makes the other statement false by the rules of the game.
Exactly. So, therefore, I actually have to agree with you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I actually prefer Windows over Linux. And I also think that, given prior preparation, since Batman could beat the strongest entity in the entire universe, technically. Superman or Martian Manhunter, you can beat those people, and he can technically beat Link. And even if Link has magic armor only, if you're talking about Twilight Princess, he has a limited number of rubies in his pocket. Or if you're talking about any other Legend of Zelda game like Twilight Princess, actually not Twilight Princess, sorry, Wind Waker, or Ocarina of Time, he has magic armor that only lasts until his magic meter goes down. So I would have to say all Batman has to do is just, stay out of the way until his magic meter goes down, and boom, Batman would win. So yes, I do agree with you there. Good job, Tim.
What about that one mask from Majora's Mask?
If it's Fierce Deity Link, we just forgot all the rules there. Okay, we also have to agree that Batman would have his Hellbat suit, which means that it was forged in the sun, and it's meant for fighting intergalactic, super powerful beings. So yeah, I would actually still have to say that Batman would win, as long as he gets an overpowered piece of equipment too. So yeah, that's my argument there.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, now here's the hardest question of them all.
Okay.
The first one is, there are 803 total Pokemon. The second question is, 6 times 7 equals pineapple. Your face.
Okay. First of all, I don't play Pokemon.
Exactly, which is why this is the hardest question.
On the other hand, you said 6 times 7 equals pineapple?
That is correct.
On 2 different levels, that is completely wrong. First of all, from a math perspective, and second of all, it's a kind of reference to Hitchhikers, because 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Correct.
And 6 times 7 just happens to be the question. Spoilers.
Oh boy. Tim, why would you do that?
Because this is something everybody should know.
That's a good point. Everyone should watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Not the movie, the TV show, and also read the books.
I just say read the books.
Yeah, just read the books.
I have audiobooks of them. That's how I listen to stuff.
Great job, Tim. So, which one do you think is true and which one do you think is false?
Hashtag not sponsored by Audacity.
We should. Get some money there. Anyways, which one do you think is right?
It would have to be the Pokemon, because I know 6 times 7 is not pineapple.
Well, you happen to be wrong!
Why is that?
I will explain. Cue the music. So,
objection!
There are actually, via a quick Google search, 802 total Pokemon. So, that one was false. And 6 times 7, in fact, does equal pineapple, because the Pineapple Islands are the 42nd largest islands in the entire world. It makes absolutely no sense, but it is true.
You just gave me 2 false statements.
Yes.
I mean, I get the joke, but that does not make it true.
Oh, well.
You have failed epically, Nathaniel.
I
got 3 out of 3.
Fine.
I got 3 out of 3 because 2 of them you couldn't come up with a decent question.
They were good questions. Don't judge me.
You have been judged, and you are?
I'm Batman.
Yes.
Anyways, it's 30 minutes.
Oh, no, we can still go. Let's talk about anime.
Amines. A-M-I-N-E. I know it's completely spelled wrong, don't judge me.
Have I ever mentioned that you are one of the weirdest people I've ever met?
Amine. Yes, I am Batman. The ultimate weirdo.
Do you want to talk about regular anime or anime abridged?
Well, I do have a specific preference. Anyways, the specific preference is the abridged series because abridged is life. There's certain abridged series that you shouldn't watch. There's certain abridged series that you definitely need to watch. And then there are the ones in the middle which you're just like, what the heck? Why did they even make that? So we will give you a comprehensive guide as to which one to go to. The first one is please watch Sword Art Online abridged. It is the most beautiful thing you'll ever watch in your entire life, and that is an understatement. The second thing that you should watch is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z abridged. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, it starts off a little bit rough, but guess what? It gets better because Kaiba tries to beat Yugi in an epic battle of duel monsters, also known as the children's card game. And then Dragon Ball Z, it's just kind of random. The Bridge series, it's kind of funny, but for the most part, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge is where it's at. Other than that, don't watch.
Naruto
No,
Bridge.
no, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Literally exactly what I was gonna say. Naruto Bridge is just a whole bunch of sex jokes. For your own safety, don't watch it. The only other thing that I can think of is Ocarina of Time Bridge is completely and stupidly idiotic, but it's funny. Also, Attack on Titan The Bridge is also pretty decent. It's like 1 20-minute long video. Go watch it. But yeah, anyways, do you have anything to add, Tim?
You know, whenever I see the word bridge, all I can think of is
It's a large bridge.
build a bridge, not a wall.
Good point. No Trump fans here. Gosh. Anyways, no political stuff here.
As far as regular anime is concerned, what are your favorites there?
Code Geass! Sorry, that was a little loud. Code Geass is the most beautiful and well-constructed anime that you have ever watched in your history of your entire life ever. Well, it does depend on specific people's preferences. Every single person that I've ever met likes Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, to the man, because that is one of the best ones. But some people have specific preferences. If you like, mechs are sort of a small part of it, but if you like mind control animes where, like, you're trying to take over the world and influence as many people as you can while manipulating people and taking over continents, Code Geass is where it's at. It's a political mech anime, basically about this teenage kid who doesn't really like his family very much because they own and control 2/3 of the world. But he rises up, becomes a terrorist, and destroys nations, and it's beautiful. A Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it's about this guy who lost an arm and a leg. That's
Paying taxes?
Just a bit. Anyways, there's also this picture, this majestic picture where it shows him and his brother kneeling down. That's the before picture. The after picture, 75% of the limbs are gone. So, yeah, because his brother kind of got put into a soulless armor, suit of armor thingy. Basically, they try to get their bodies back, and meanwhile, there's a lot of crap that goes down. And it's a very well done anime. One of the best endings that I've seen. Mm-hmm. Other than that, there's the obvious ones that you have to watch. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man was very good.
Let's see. I mean, Death Note, obviously, if you're into darker stuff about a teenager killing, millions for his own sadistic pleasure, it's great. And then Overlord. Overlord is also amazing. It's about this guy who basically maxed out his level in a
MMO.
Yes.
Massively multiplayer.
I forgot the
online.
word. Forgot the first word. Massively. Massively multiplayer online multiplayer RPG. Anyways, he is spending his last moments as the overlord of his kingdom, basically, in this MMO. When the server shuts off, he actually lives on into the server, and he actually gets transported into an alternate world where the NPCs also come to life, and he's just like, what the heck just went down? And he has to try to figure out where he's at, while still being stuck in the body of the Overlord, and still having all of his super insanely powerful items from before. So he goes into, like, this world where these people are using, like, 1st and 2nd tier magic. They're, like, pathetic weaklings. He uses, like, 10th tier magic, which is, way too powerful. If 3rd tier magic can destroy entire villages, up it by a couple, worlds. He is the most powerful person ever, and he just tries to fit in with everybody else and try to save people. So I'm actually reading the manga. I actually caught up to the manga. It's very good, very good. Anyways, the only other one I can recommend is Akame ga Kill, and it's basically just a terrorist group of assassins who try to murder everybody. It's great. And what do you recommend, Tim? Those are basically all the ones I recommend.
Honestly, I was one who recommended Overlord to Nathaniel.
That is true.
And it is by far my favorite anime.
It is so good. If you've ever watched Sword Art Online Abridged, it's about 4 times better, and that's an understatement.
I would say
10 times.
I'd say 100 times, honestly.
Yeah, it's very good. Take SAO, like the first couple episodes, like 7 episodes, where Kirito's super awesome and boss, and he's just, defeating a whole bunch of enemies. It's kind of like that, except it actually stays true to that concept versus turning into a love story and then a creepy, you get it, a creepy thing, and then turning into almost a girl into like the Gun Gale area. And I love the second part, the second half of the second season, honestly, of SAO. Where they're just doing side quests and get like Thor's hammer and Excalibur. I thought that was pretty awesome, honestly. Lots of people might not like it, but I enjoyed it.
Another anime that I would recommend to people is an anime called Spice and Wolf.
What's that about?
The best way I can describe this is there's a merchant who goes to this village, and since he's carrying a supply of wheat, there's a wolf goddess who's currently living there, and she's in charge of the harvest in that area. But she doesn't want to be there anymore, so she pays for a trip to go back to the north where her original homeland is.
Social anxiety problems.
Anyways. So the anime is about them having adventures and them trying to reach the north. And it's not really a love story. It's more about the economics of the place, how these people live in these kinds of situations. It's very socio-economical, and that's something I really enjoy about it because it's like little adventures here and there, and it's like little things here and there that's like, oh, that's how they did it.
Merchant, you like to go on an adventure? Gandalf. No, not really. What's the goddess's name?
Holo, I think?
Okay, and what's the merchant's name?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, I was just thinking, like, merchant, would you like to go on an adventure? Yes, Toto, I want to go on an adventure. That doesn't sound anything like it, but anyways, I'm just making up stuff.
Holo is a female.
Oh. Holo cow! Sorry. What in tarnation?
The final anime that I would recommend is Steins Gate.
I have not actually seen that one. It's on my list.
You need to watch Steins Gate. It is by far the nerdiest anime I have ever watched.
Gosh, what do you mean by nerdy? Is it sciencey or geeky?
As in, there is a mad scientist
Same.
who rents out an apartment.
Same.
And then accidentally builds a time machine out of a cell phone, a small computer,
and a lot of duct tape.
And a microwave.
My life story right there.
So
I want that to be my life.
what he ends up doing is he and his team are like, oh, we just discovered time travel. We should do something.
Out of a cell phone and a microwave.
Yeah. So each of them has their own little wish that they want to change their lives about. And that's the first half. The second half is them realizing, oh crap, we just screwed everything up, so now we have to put it all back together.
You idiots, you did it again.
It's a fantastic anime, and I love the opening. It's great.
I'll definitely check it out. And you guys check out all those ones. There's one more I have to mention, though, just as a notable mention. It's only in its first season right now, because it came out like last year. It's called Hai Togenso no Grimgar. Just type in Grimgar, Grimgar, Fantasy of Ash. And basically, it's like Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is, this guy who's insanely good at video games, gets stuck in a video game, and he basically is a loner. Grimgar is about the worst team that you could possibly imagine inside of a kind of world like that. They're trying to get by defeating enemies, but they can't even beat a level 1 goblin because they're so klutzy. And basically, they work together and try to figure out how to live in this new world. But the thing is, they have no memory of before they entered that world. They kind of like start out in a tutorial, starting off, getting a team together, getting their plates to start off in the world, but they have no idea how they even got there. They don't even know if the world is real or not. They assume it's real because of their senses, but I don't even know much after that. So I highly recommend watching it because after Overlord, that is also one of my most favorite. But other than that, please watch One Punch Man because you will be singing the song in your head for all of eternity. They're making a second season. And by far, please watch Code Geass. You'll hate the characters, but love the ending.
One Punch!
People will be seeing it. Like, once you're done, you'll be like, oh, he's Joe. I don't even know. I don't even know the words. It's great. It's beautiful. Please watch it. Please don't let us be as nerdy as we are without you understanding the references.
Hey, I'm proud of being a nerd. I don't know about you.
But, like, it's awkward when you're nerdy and nobody else is nerdy with you. You're just kind of, like, nerding out in your own nerddom of bubbliness. And everyone's just like, why are you nerding out? You'd be like, One Punch Man! And, I don't know. People need to watch it so that they can get our references. So, viewers and listeners alike, we urge you to, be geeky too. We love y'all.
If we have any viewers, they're not seeing much. They're just seeing one still image.
That's a very good point.
I don't know why you're watching it.
That's a good point. We should get Daredevil on our show. He would enjoy us.
That was in almost poor taste.
Oh well. Not judging.
Let's talk about one last thing before we sign off. Red versus Blue. You've never watched Red versus Blue?
Not much. I mean, I've only seen Caboose being like, no, I didn't do it. I don't even know. I've watched just a little bit.
Oh,
Don't judge.
Daniel.
I watched the fight scenes.
You are missing out, man. Put it on your list.
Fine. It's on my list. Yeah. We can talk about that next time, though,
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's only got, 14 seasons?
Only.
And each episode is like, 10, 20 minutes?
Well, that's going at the end of my list. I like to watch things that are, 5 episodes or 10 episodes, and they each last 20 minutes. That way I can get through it all in one night. But then if you're asking me to spend 3/4 of my life spending on watching, no, I'm a little bit, not going to do it. Just a little bit.
You're not going to do it?
Fulfill your destiny, Anakin. Just do it. Do it. No. No. Sir, no. No.
Well, I guess we're just going to sign off here, guys, since Nathaniel obviously hasn't watched Red vs. Blue.
That is true.
I was hoping to have a really good discussion about it, but, whatever.
Go home, Tim. This isn't the place for that. Sort of. Actually, it is. It really is the place. I should probably watch it and get back to you. Yeah!
Well, I'll see you later, guys.
No.